That is a different scenario. But talking here about the job market, what you need to present yourself, and how do you need to present yourself, and what are we missing that we are not ready for the market, first of all. So first thing, what previously it was means, if you're good in Java, if you're good in Python, if you're good in one skill, you know, you're fine. Okay. So first, that is how the industry was. This is before the industry, and this is like after. You can put like before and after COVID. You can put, okay. Like this is like after. Okay. So before it was like, if like single technology, you're totally good. Okay, like Java or Python, whatever it is, you're totally fine. There is no problem with it. Okay. But after now, the market is completely different. They need people with cross platform experience. Okay, cross platform experience, which means like not only single technology. See, I'll challenge you. Go to Naukri and apply for Java developer from JP Morgan, or go and apply for Python developer in Oracle. So when you apply Python developer in Oracle, it will ask you, do you know Java? If you apply for Java developer in JP Morgan, it will ask you, do you know Python? So this is like cross experience. They expect like cross platform or hybrid experience. Right? Cross platform or hybrid experience. So this is what something that I have noticed recently right now in the industry, because we are also hiring and we are also planning to increase our headcount in our company. From that, people expect like multi talents who are talented in multiple experience. So previously, if you know Java, Python, AWS, you're good, settled. Now they expect things like you know um, CDK, and they expect things like, of course, a scripting language, and of course they you know expect things in both AWS, and they expect things in Azure, okay, and things like that. So before it was full of server development, right? Before it was fully server development. Now it is completely serverless. What is serverless? You have any idea how to build a thing? See, server development means where you define the system, where you define the CPU, where you define the RAM size, and you write the things that is needed for the deployment. Serverless means everything is taken care by the cloud itself. The AWS itself will take care of like deployment. The AWS itself will take care of the scaling up. The AWS itself will take care of the scale down. The AWS itself will take care of the database, everything, backup. Okay. So this is the concept here. Server and serverless. And third thing is they expect more in like manual stuff before. Now they want everything to be like automated. Everything to be automated. Starting from basic deployment to test case to everything, they want automated. This is what they need in the industry. So if you keep a resume that is 2 years back, um, and you just edit the resume, when you upload it to these portals, you will never get shortlisted. Okay. So this is a very big problem right now in the industry. I'll challenge you, apply 3,000 job, it will not take it. Okay. So what is the solution right now? What is the solution right now? Very simple. So do what you know. Okay. Do what you know, what you're best, everything. Okay. So you will have something in with you already. So do what you know, plus do what IT needs. This is the formula for you to crack the any interview right now. Do what you know, plus do what IT needs. What IT needs, they need cross-platform, they need serverless, they need everything to be automated, and plus they definitely expect one scripting language, scripting or programming language. Okay. Previously, if you're a DevOps engineer, they expect like no code at all, nothing they expect from you. Now they're expecting a little bit of scripting knowledge also, which is plus, like we can say Python in the case, or Go language in the case. Okay. So this is what missing from like the normal profile which you had. See, I will give you a chance. You can go ahead and apply and see and get the call. Then you will understand. Okay, so this is the concept here. So what we have done right now is, so I have been taking the course with coding superstar for past 4 5 years. Okay, so recently for 2 3 months, I have observed the market and we discussed back and forth. I've stopped my courses and we recreated a whole new syllabus. Okay, so this whole new syllabus, we made sure that we cover one programming language with CDK and we cover both different clouds. It's not only one cloud, it is different clouds. There are multiple cloud platform available in the market right now. Like we have Oracle Cloud, okay? So we have OCI, no? So we have Oracle Cloud. We have, of course, AWS we have, and then of course we have like E2E networks, and then of course we have DigitalOcean. Okay, DigitalOcean is there, and then of course we have Azure. Many cloud providers are there, but what is the most you know active players in the market? So they are AWS and also Azure. So this is the concept here, AWS and Azure. So our target is very simple. We need AWS and Azure, plus we need specific programming and scripting knowledge. So if you're someone who does not have, programming knowledge or scripting knowledge, you don't have to worry about it. It's not a uh, huge thing to figure it out. Very simple. It is very, very simple. Okay. So I will teach you guys how to build, automation framework. How to build the automation framework. So like, if this fails, trigger that. If that fails, trigger this and everything. So build an automation framework. And, there are many stuff that we need to do it. So these are things that we are going to focus, which is also mentioned in the, you know, syllabus here. Okay, I hope everybody uh, is familiar with the syllabus, right? So what are the syllabus that we are covering and from where we are covering and what are the topics that we are covering? Okay, so before going that, this is the market plan. Okay, so if anyone have any question regarding today's job market or what we are going to cover and anything at all, you can ask me now. Anyone? Okay, sure, no problem. See, very simple. We are going to cover Azure DevOps and we are going to cover AWS DevOps and we are going to cover, Terraform automation. We are going to cover Python. We are going to cover data structures. We are going to cover CDK. So all these things are mentioned in the syllabus. Okay. And we are going to cover things like Docker and Kubernetes. Okay. It is mentioned here in the syllabus. You can verify. And we have also like CI/CD automation development. So this is what mentioned in the syllabus. But the thing is, how can you verify this is the right way of learning? Okay, this is the right way of learning. This is what the market needs, right? But how do you know that this is? How do you verify it? Now that is the question that comes to your mind. Okay, I have talked to Coding Superstar. They are giving me a syllabus. I have talked to other players also who are in the market who are giving training. I'm talking to them also. So they will charge one. They will give one syllabus. We will give one syllabus. So how do you standardize the whole stuff? It's very simple. We have certifications for everything. So you don't have to worry about, uh, you know, how the content is structured and everything. So main main technologies. Okay. So we are going to start with main technologies first of all. So here the main technologies are very simple. Kubernetes, what the industry needs. Then we have AWS. Then we have Azure. So these are the three main key technologies that we need. And then of course we have Python. Python is very important. So that you can check. So I will tell you guys what are we going to cover here. So we are going to cover Kubernetes certified administrator, okay, and then Kubernetes certified developer, okay. So there are two official certifications. It's a very costly certification. Certificate itself will cost you like 500, 600 US dollars. But you don't have to do the certification, but instead, this is what, what I was talking about. So the certification itself is like 500 USD. Okay. So this is what we are covering in the topic here. This is the concept we are going to cover. So this is official Kubernetes certification. So what they have mentioned, Kubernetes storage, Kubernetes volumes, okay, how to schedule it, how to automate it, what are the networking we have, service meshes, okay, and basic networking concepts, how to cluster, how to create, kubectl cluster, how to use a AWS based clusters, how to use Azure based clusters, right? So we have in Azure, we have something called like Azure Kubernetes service. Okay, so this is called like Azure Kubernetes service. Here you can create your Kubernetes service and deploy. So first of all, those who don't know what does Kubernetes means, see, Kubernetes is a very simple concept. Okay, so Kubernetes is a very simple concept. I'll tell you what is first of all. Then we can discuss. Okay, see, previously this is your computer, and you will install all the necessary tools, and then you will install the code, and then you will put this in the server deployment, right? But now in Kubernetes, what you can do is you can create multiple computers, okay, and then you can attach them all together as a cluster, and then you can create anyone as a manager. This can be manager, and this all can be worker. Like this, you can create thousands of workers and hundreds of managers. So what you can do is you can create a container pod. So inside this container, you will have your source code and your application. So your source code will be deployed properly without any problem. So all the necessary dependencies will be installed. So this is Kubernetes. Okay. So for here we have Microsoft Azure Kubernetes, and then for AWS we have something called AWS EKS. Okay, Elastic Kubernetes service. I'll show that also. Just a minute. Let me log in here. AWS. Here it is. Okay. Sorry, change 087446. So, so if you go here, we have something called EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. Okay, and here you can create your Kubernetes cluster, and here you can also create Kubernetes cluster. So, how to create this? How Kubernetes works? What are the concepts? This is overall, Kubernetes explanation. And this is where in Azure you will do Kubernetes, and this is where in AWS you will do Kubernetes. But in local, we can install Kubernetes by ourselves. Okay, so in local, we have Kubernetes IO. So you can go here and they have mentioned like, you can install in your local system. So how we will study is first we will install in local. We will try to see how it works. And then we will see how to install in AWS. And then we will see how to install in Azure. Very plain and simple. Same way, we will write one Python application. And after writing Python application, we will try to deploy in local. And then we will try to deploy in Kubernetes. And then we will try to deploy it in Azure Kubernetes. So this is how the structure is going to be. So next question that comes to your mind is, see, everyone is teaching this. Everyone is teaching this. What is the difference that you can see here? Everyone is teaching Kubernetes, everyone is teaching AWS, and everyone is teaching everything. As I said, for Kubernetes, what we do differently here is we follow official Kubernetes certification. So if you want to do it from them, it will cost you 600 US dollars for Kubernetes alone. Same, whatever is mentioned here, that will be covered in your syllabus. Okay. Same way for your Microsoft certificate. Okay. So if you go for your Microsoft certificate, so this is Microsoft Certified Azure Expert Solutions. So what are the things covered here? Compute, network, storage, monitoring, security. So all these things which is covered here, compute, storage, this is compute, and same way we have storage, and same way we have networks. So whatever the topics is covered here in official certification, that is in the syllabus. You can check here. So this certification will cost you around 160 US dollars. Okay, 160 US dollars. So this is official Microsoft content, whatever is Microsoft given, that we are going to cover. Same way for AWS. So for AWS, we have something called solutions architect. You can check this, what is needed. And for solution architect, they have mentioned what are the skills, what are the skills is needed, what will be asked in the exam. Okay, technologies and concept that might appear in the exam. Okay, so all these concepts, compute, security, database, from official certification they are covering. So this is 150 US dollars. This is another 150 US dollars, and this is 500 US dollars. So 168 US dollars plus 150 US dollars plus 600 US dollars, that is 918 US dollars. Okay. So if you do it from official people, I'm not talking about other training centers. Okay. So they are something different. So if you do from official side, you can see here USD to INR, that will cost you 75,000 for only the certification itself from official certification. So what we are going to do is, see, this is what industry needs. Industry don't need what Edureka teaches. Industry don't need what Simply Learn teaches. Industry needs what is officially mentioned here in this page. Okay, so there are many tricks and tips to. We have something called ATS friendly resume. Okay, so we have something called I think who works in the industry, they know ATS friendly resume. So how to build an ATS friendly resume? We have certain skill set to be added. So in the skill set at all, they will easily, check what are the mentioned technologies here. Is it mentioned in the resume? Easily they will check it and they will, shortlist your resume. Or even in the questions also, they will cover mostly this high level or lower things from here. So if this is what company needs. Don't talk about, like, you don't have to talk about like what other players are doing in the market. Okay. So we are giving the best of the best, best of the best. Okay. So what an application developer needs, what a Kubernetes administrator needs, what a Microsoft, Azure administrator needs, and what a solutions architect needs. So all these things which is mentioned here, we will teach in the class. Okay. See, as Ullas was already my previous, I trained Ullas already. So Ullas knows about how my classes and everything. Okay, so it will be always hands-on. It will be always hands-on. But I used to tell everybody that we will update the content every 8 months. Even Ullas, do you remember? I used to say this. We used to update the contents every
Yep.
8 months, right?
Yes.
So that is the same thing happening. Ask Ullas, he took the course like 4 months back. What is the content that we discussed then, and the content that we are discussing now is completely different. So we will go and keep updating ourselves, which is needed in the market. You have to grow. You have no choice. Okay, you have to grow. If you don't grow with the market, of course you will be replaced. Even if you apply also, you won't get the calls. Even if you attend the interview also, in manager round, you will fail. You can't build a systems design in the interview. Many things will happen. Okay? So we keep evolving in the training as long as the industry grows. If you stop evolving, you stop being useful to your company, first of all. So AWS has updated the syllabus, and we are also having updated our syllabus. So now I'm changing my training strategy also. So previously, how we used to train is, we used to train platform dependent. Platform dependent. What is platform dependent means? See, in any training center, when they are teaching Docker, or when they are teaching Kubernetes, or when they are teaching virtual computing, okay, so what they will teach is, they will teach only Oracle VirtualBox or VirtualBox, or they will open Docker tool and they will explain in the local. And when they go to AWS, and they will start again from the first. So the local, what you are doing, and in AWS, what you are doing, it will never relate to each other. You will never understand. So you'll feel like in local I did it, but when I put it in the remote, when I put it in the AWS, I'm not able to finish. I'm not able to do the project. This is a very common issue between all the people. And even I received feedback from my students who are already working in the company and who also finished their courses and everything. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to completely make it cloud native. Cloud native training. What is cloud native training? First of all, so cloud native training is when I'm teaching Python, usually what happens, every trainer, what they will do, they will open Python, they will teach it in the local, right? So that is how it goes. And they will finish, okay, Python is done, then we can go for next. But we are doing Python cloud native. So what is Python cloud native means? See, very simple. You know how to run Python in local. Anybody knows. Even in YouTube, if you go, thousands of videos will be there. But how do you directly run Python in a Docker container? So we have something called um, Elastic Registry. We have something called container registry. So in container registry, how do you store a Python code? Same way here also there is a registry in AWS. See, both this and this is like uh, you know this and this is like brother and sister only. They have different names, but AWS and Azure is same. So here also we have content registry. Here also we have content registry. So how do you uh, run here? Same way we have something called DynamoDB. So locally, if you create a database, it is fine. But when you connect, when they ask like to create a scalable database, you can't do it, right? So this is called serverless database. And same way, we have serverless Python code. So here we have called like uh, Azure App Services. And here we have something called Lambda. Okay. So this is called Lambda, and here we call app service. So how do you run serverless code? So when you write the code, it should scale up to infinite. Even 1 lakh people uses, it should not crash. So how do you run that? See, this is the difference between platform dependent. Even my training was like that 6 months before. Now we have completely rechanging everything from syllabus to training to everything. Okay. So we are making it completely cloud native. Same thing with Kubernetes. I was showing previously. So instead of just teaching just if Python, I'm if just teaching Python, if Kubernetes just teaching Kubernetes, if Docker just teaching Docker, and then again AWS means just AWS, then Azure means just AWS, just Azure. It is not like that. Python means what you're going to do with Python in AWS, what you're going to do with Python in Azure. Docker means what you're going to do with Docker in AWS, what you're going to do with Docker in Azure. Same way with Kubernetes, same way with everything, same way with Jenkins or Git or whatever it is. Okay. So this is a completely different experience altogether. I will write and give you, okay, nobody, anywhere if you go, okay, so you can attend 1-2 class for demo also, okay. If the batch started, you can attend 1-2 class for demo also. Directly, first, second class itself, we will compare what is happening in the cloud, what is happening in the local. Okay, I'm completely, nobody will teach like this. Everybody will teach if something happens in AWS, what happens in AWS. If something happens in Python, what happens in local Python. Nobody will teach what happens in AWS Python. Okay? So this is going to be completely different experience, and that's why we call it cloud native training, because the industry is moving towards cloud native development. Okay. So anywhere you go, they're going to ask you like, have you done with serverless? Are you done with CDK? So how do you design a system? How do you prepare a catch? How the catch works? What is a pub sub? What is a big socket? What is a web server? What is an Nginx? So how does it, act as a proxy? What is a proxy? So like that, these things and all, you cannot teach in local. You have to compare both cloud and local, and then only you can train. So, yep, this is the whole concept of the training, first of all. Okay, I have explained how the market was before. how the market was after. Okay. And I've explained like what are the technologies and how you can verify it. Okay. How you can verify the technology. And then I have explained like how we are going to train. Okay. So this is a completely different training. I challenge you, take 2 class for demo also. You will, and then you go to other trainers and see like how they are training. It will be completely different. Even Ullas was my previous, previous. He took my course already.
Batchmate.
Yeah, batch. He was in my batch previously. But now if Ullas joins, course will be completely different. Even he knows that. Okay. So yep, we are moving fast as per the market. And I have around a decade of experience. You can say like 8 to 9 years of experience into the market. I've been working with cloud for past 6, 7 years already. Okay. And I work for a US based company. They're an R&D firm based out of North Carolina. I've worked with Sequoia. I work with health centric, data storage and application access management and stuff like that. So in cloud, there is one more very important thing that you have to cover is security. Okay, security means not just network security, more than like identity, access, who has access, who should not have access. How to avoid hacking, how to avoid phishing, how to secure your whole environment. So that is also very important. So that will also be a concept here. So this is the overall training. What we are going to do. It's going to be a joyride, trust me. Okay. So meanwhile, I'm giving a pause. I'm showing all the technology in front of you. Okay. Even if you're technically equipped, technically inequipped, it's totally fine. And you can ask me like Ullas has already taken the class. Why is he again in the batch? Right. So it is very simple. If you're taking my course specifically in coding superstars, within 1 year of span, you can retake the course for free. Okay. There is no such thing like that. Okay. So if you have to retake the course, like in 1 year span, you can retake it. I have no problem with that. Okay. So, yep, this is the training and everything. If you have any question or anything regarding market, job, technology, everything, you can ask me now. Rahul, Manjunath, Shiva, Tinil,
Hi,
Balakrishna.
Manjunath
Yeah, hi.
here. What's the duration of this
This will be 2.5 to 3 months course.
3 months? Okay. And uh, they will be working on any live projects or anything like that.
Yeah, we will provide you with project templates. You
Uh-huh.
can refer the templates in real time and you can build the project.
Okay, we can mention that project in our resume.
Yes, yes, you can. We will help you to convert your local project into cloud project. That is also we can do.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Balakishore, any question?
No, I am good.
Shivakumar, Vinil.
Yeah, I have one doubt.
Sure, Vinil.
So, still I am already from the core field of this product, this manufacturing industry of purchase related, purchase and SEM. So, how it helped to me to enter into the IT field?
So the thing is, first thing, what they expect in IT is we have hands-on experience. So we need to actually try to show at least we have 2 years of experience minimum. So if
Okay,
you are able to provide, we will able to help you with that. But if
okay.
you are thorough in the class, if you follow and finish the project and everything, we will help you with the resume. And then
But,
based on that
but
resume project,
already, hmm, already my age is
and
35 plus. It is the right
okay,
time to enter.
it is totally fine. There is no problem with the age and also we had people in the batch who are like 17 years of experience. 17 years of experience is it's like their age itself is like 45 something, 40 plus. Okay, we still have people from our past batch who are like 15 plus years experience. Even I have trained people who are like 52 years old. Okay, who wants to be a CTO because he wanted to learn cloud. There is no too late and all. If you are destined to do something, and if you have the guts, and if you can concentrate in middle of all the
Yeah,
state, of course, then it is totally fine. You can move.
yeah. Logically, I have some good knowledge. And logics,
Correct.
what we are writing, programming language and all,
Mm.
because I have at my time at my graduation level, I have database management system,
Correct. Okay.
DBMS and all. In at that time, there is a Oracle basis, and in C, C++, everything was there.
Mm.
And recently,
Mm.
I did this data science course also. That is for my knowledge and all that. So now this also I want to do for my knowledge. But my question is, just I ask
Mm.
the question. I want to enter into the IT field at this age and this experience. They can allow me. That
Mhm.
is possible.
Yeah, if you have experience, they will allow. We will help you with the experience. We will help you with the project. So there is no problem.
That experience is non-related as well.
No, no, we will
I'm
help you
saying.
with the technical experience. We will help you to
Okay.
get an experience for like where you have 2 years,
Mhm.
where you have already
And
worked.
I am interested and I have good knowledge and skills of this analytics and all. And
Mhm.
also this logic programs behind the logics and all that. I have some good interest and also good thought
Mhm.
process.
Okay, okay. See, Python programming is also very simple. It is you're good in logic, so that is very good to hear. For others, I'm saying even if you're not good in logic, also there is nothing. Python is very simple. Okay, it is like
So,
reading English. It's like reading English, you know.
no, no, I am not talking about the Python. In C, C plus
Mhm.
also I did so much,
Yeah, I'm
but it
saying
is
in
so many years
general.
back.
Yeah. I'm saying for other audience also. You're good,
Okay.
Balakrishna. Sure, I know that. You said you're good in logical and stuff, but I'm saying about others. Like others, they might not be as logical as they could have thought like, okay, I don't know what will I do. So for them, I'm
Mhm.
saying, yeah,
Okay. That's my.
sure. Yeah, any questions? Any other question, Balakrishna? Sure, like you have. Okay.
Hello, Rahul this
Yeah,
side.
yeah. Hi, Rahul.
Okay, so what we will use for Kubernetes, that is Minikube or KubeADM?
We use KubeADM when we work with local clusterization. Okay, so we use
Okay,
KubeADM when we use local clusterization, but we use Minikube while learning the basic Kubernetes commands. So in basic Kubernetes commands, we have like how to write a script, how to write an API, all these things are there. Na? So for that, we will use kubectl, not Minikube, we'll use kubectl. And while building the cluster locally, we will use kubeadm. Okay. And while working in the cloud, we will use AWS tools itself. We have something called AWS CLI. And in AWS, we use AWS CLI to build the Kubernetes cluster. So different scenario, different things we will use. Okay.
okay. So I just joined late. So are you explained about the Terraform and Jenkins and all?
Yeah, yeah, we teach Terraform and Jenkins as part of the course. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else, anybody? Shlokumar.
So I
Anybody else?
have, but in industry there is no use of KubeADM and Minikube, no?
Actually, yeah, there is no use of kubeadm, but
Yeah.
sometimes some companies use hybrid cloud. Okay. So
Okay.
hybrid cloud means sometimes they will have local cluster, sometimes they will have private cluster, sometimes they'll have cloud cluster. So for hybrid cloud, of course, this is important. kubeadm is important because take TCS or take something like Siemens. They are a very big company with lots of servers. They can't migrate everything to cloud in one day, right? So of course it will be hybrid. So in hybrid scenarios, of course, we will use Kubernetes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manjunath, this one.
Yeah. Hi.
I almost I heard as AWS is into development side and Azure is into services. So
Mm-hmm.
in the development side, I am not aware. So
Mm-hmm.
how in the initial stage, how we will match up our pickup with the AWS course
Oh, that is
and how
first of
into
all. Okay, please
we will
continue.
begin with then Azure.
Mm.
So that is
See,
little
it's
confused.
it is not first of all, this is not the right information. It is not like
Oh,
AWS is
okay.
for development, Azure is mostly for systems.
Mm.
Both can be used for systems, both can be used for developments. Okay. See, if you see a Azure, we have something called Azure pip library in Python. Okay. So if you go here, you can write Python code SDK. Okay, and you can create all the development stuff here. See, it is there. So it is a purpose. Like, what purpose are you using? That is the question here. Okay? As a DevOps engineer, what is your purpose? What are the tools you need to know? As a developer, what are the tools you need to know? So that difference role to role. So in our role, we are a DevOps engineer. We are going to read about what is our necessary tools. Okay, as a developer, they will read about what is their necessary tools. Okay, so it is not like that. Even in, see, we have Hotstar, no? So Hotstar is completely deployed in AWS only. So it's not developed with AWS, it is deployed in AWS. You're getting the picture, right?
So we'll have a
So
yes, and we'll have a specific tools where development have a
no,
different tool.
no, not like that. Same tool, different
Okay.
use case.
Okay.
Okay. See, here we have server. So
Okay.
here we have EC2, basic server. No? So this is a simple server. For a developer, they will see how to install packages, how to
Okay.
install things and stuff like that. We will see how to attach a volume, how to back up a volume, how to reattach the volume. So we will see in our perspective, they will see in their perspective. So in
Got
interview,
it.
they won't ask us about what developer questions are there.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Anything else, anybody?
And I have one general question that are you knowing Hindi or only this class will be on English?
This will be on English.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
sure. Anything else? But Kumar, you're so silent. Do you have any question? Hello. Yeah, sure, Kumar.
Uh, is
Any
it
question?
audible, sir?
Yeah, audible.
As
Yeah, I
you
can
will
hear you,
explain
sure.
you will explain
Yeah,
the projects on both the clouds, no, sir? Both the clouds, sir.
correct. Yeah, both the clouds we have project. For Azure, we have separate project. For AWS, we have separate project.
Mm.
So the class will be real time and the class will be interactive. Real time means, see, if I'm teaching AWS, it is not like where I will already write all the commands and I'll just copy paste and I'll ask you to copy paste. I'll show PPT, not like that. See, in live itself, I will create, in live itself, I'll show. So it is not like, I already created this, you can refer. It's not like that. It will be always real time. And I'll be doing it in front of you. For Azure also, AWS also, both the concepts. So you can ask any question. While I'm doing, if you say like, hey, that can you repeat that step? I have forgotten. I will repeat it. It's totally fine. Okay. Any other question, anybody?
what are the timings of these classes and all?
So right now we are starting at 9:30 to 10:30, 11. Okay.
Night?
Night. Yeah.
Okay. Daily basis? 5 days.
Sorry?
Weekly 5 days or what?
Sorry?
Weekly 5 days or weekly 5 days, no? Or weekly basis?
No. Weekly 3 days is 1.5 hour per day.
Okay.
Weekly 3 days is 1.5 hour per day. Okay.
So, okay. Like that, it will continue 2.5 to 3 months.
నేను
Correct.
పంపించాల్సింది ఎంత మొత్తం
2.5 months. Yeah, like this it will continue 2.5 months.
నాకు పంపించింది గోపాల్ 26 దాని తర్వాత ఏం పంపించాలి కదా
Sorry?
ఆ?
Oh, he's on other call, I think. Yeah, Vinil, have I answered your question?
Yeah. I am.
Okay. Any other question, anybody?
So after this course, we can keep up to how many years of experience we will show?
I will suggest like 3 to 4 years. Yeah. You can put 3 to 4 years. Yeah.
Is it possible for up to 5 years?
See, this is my suggestion. Actually, my suggestion is 4 years. 4 years itself is like, see, when they are hiring people with 7-year experience also, they will ask what is your related experience. In related experience, if you have 4 years, that is enough. In 7 years, if you have 7-year related experience to cloud, then you're actually a senior architect. Even for senior architect, they expect like, if they have 15 years of experience, they expect like 5 years or 6 years of experience in the cloud design. That's it. Even for senior architect. So in overall experience, even if you have 7 years also, you can put 4 years of cloud experience. That is enough. That is decent enough. Okay, you no problem with that. Shivakumar, you understand no? What I'm saying?
Yes.
Related experience, I'm saying. Experience is different. Related experience is different. Yeah. Anything else, anybody? See, feel free to talk to me anytime. Feel free to join the first 2 classes. So you
Timing,
can.
sir, timing is in the evening session, evening only.
Evening only. So
Okay.
feel free to just talk to Coding Superstars and feel free to attend first 2 classes. Just to see how it is and all. So that is totally fine with you guys. I'm exclusively giving this. Usually and all, I won't allow anybody to join first, second class and all. Usually I will say like, see, if you're interested in the demo, we'll talk. But this time we are giving it because it's a totally new concept. Okay, nobody is doing this concept anywhere. As per now, no training center is following this concept. It's entirely new concept. So I am motivating everybody to come see, then go out, check and come back. Definitely you won't like anything else. So yeah, if you are interested, talk to Coding Superstar. You can attend 1-2 classes also. So I'm totally with you guys to support. Okay. If you have any other questions and all, I'm open to discuss. Okay, I think then we are done. Thank you so much, guys, for joining.
Thank you, Jackson. And see
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. See you guys.